Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at GCNlive.com.
Greetings, friends, and welcome to The Bright Side, your common sense nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That's why we're here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation and the oftentimes crapola world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I got 2 emails here today that just ticked me off royal. I'm going to talk about these here in a second. And the world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation is indeed confusing, and it isn't made any better by predatory and exploitative companies selling ridiculous, idiotic products that only take about 3 seconds or 5 seconds to understand before you know how crazy and how full of baloney they really are. We'll talk about those here in a second. In any case, if you want help clearing up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation, you've come to the right place. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension, obesity, skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system, it's designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis, and while some folks may call that healing system a miracle, it really is no miracle at all. It is simply the way the body works. If you have questions about health, nutrition, or prescription drugs, if you've read something in the paper, or got an advertisement or a promotional material, somebody asked you a question about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, if you've got questions about the longevity products, we're here for you on The Bright Side. Our number is 844-236-6010. And we welcome your phone calls. If you have a success story you'd like to share, if you want to contribute to the conversation, 844-236-6010 is our number. If you want to join the Brightside Ben team, love to have you aboard. Love to have you on my team. Call the phone team, and for a one-time $10 fee, you can join the Brightside Ben team. You can get your products at the wholesale price. You can help spread the word about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program. You can join a culture, a family, that's dedicated to helping the world understand how important a good nutritional supplement program can be. The Longevity family offer one-time $10 fee. Call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. They can tell you all about it. You can also go head over to my website, brightsideben.com, and join the team right from the website. And, of course, you can order any of the products you hear advertised or recommended on the Bright Side right off of brightsideben.com, or you can go to criticalhealthnews.com, or you can go to my blog, pharmacistben.com. Okay, we're talking short-chain fatty acids, but man, I got ticked off this morning. A friend of mine, she's an esthetician who should know better, is dealing with some hernia issues. Now, hernias are a connective tissue problem, and if you're herniating or if you have a prolapse issue, both prolapses and hernias are a sign that the connective tissue in the body is breaking down. The connective tissue is located deep in the body, relatively deep in the body. It may not appear deep, but considering the small size of cells, it is pretty darn deep. And so this poor gal's dealing with hernias, and some just nasty, rude company, and I'm going to call them out. They're called Hunter's Natural Health, and I never do this, but I just got so ticked off. Hunter's Natural Health, and they're located in Baltimore, Maryland. And how these people live with themselves, I don't know, and I don't ever do this, and I rarely do this, but these guys are so egregious and so offensive to anybody who understands anything about health. So you got patients or people who are dealing with just a horrible condition. Their body's falling apart. That's what a hernia is. A hernia is when the connective tissue, the substance that's located deep in the body that keeps the body intact, starts to break down. It breaks down, if you've listened to this program, for the same reason everything we talk about breaks down. Toxicity, lack of nutrition, and lack of oxygen, respiration, toxification, lack of or suffocation, I should say, toxification, and starvation. And then you got this company, Hunter's Natural Health, website, naturalhealthinformation.com. How obnoxious. They have the nerve, if somebody's body is falling apart and they're herniating, and they're literally dissolving, and their body's breaking apart, and this obnoxious company, this rude company, for $70 is selling a poultice, a ointment to rub on your hernias, an ointment that's made up of, where does it say here, colloidal silver, comfrey, and glycerin, and pine bark extract, and water for $70. And that's going to, instructions, apply topically to remove pain from joints, muscles, and bones, and to rebuild damaged tissue. How obnoxious. Hunter's Natural Health. How do you live with yourself? You know, as a healthcare professional, I've dedicated my life, the last 32 years of my life, to helping people understand their bodies and understand health. I've dedicated the last 32 years of my life helping people understand that degeneration is not, it doesn't have to happen. It's not mandatory. It's optional. We can regenerate. We can reverse herniations. We can build the connective tissue back up, but not with colloidal silver and glycerin and comfrey for $70 for an ounce or 2 ounces. You have to understand how the body works. Now, if we don't understand how the body works, then Hunter's Natural Health is going to get our money and our business for their herbal natural poultice. By the way, regular price $90 for comfrey and glycerin and colloidal silver that you rub on. Oh, and they say it must be frozen as soon as it's received. What a disgrace. I'm thinking of even getting these people on the air just to talk to them. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. It just, you know, when healthcare professionals dedicate our lives to helping people, and then you have to go, it's hard enough to help people change their lives. But then you got to go against this crapola that's all over the internet. You don't know who to believe. People are innocent, and they read this stuff. Oh, okay, my hernia is awful. I got to get rid of it. I'm going to buy this $70 poultice. My friend of mine actually sent me an email. She wants to know if I can make this poultice for her. Look, if you got a herniation, you got a prolapse, you got osteoporosis of wherever you're herniated. You've got a breakdown that's exactly the same as osteoporosis, except it's in your belly, or it's in the connective tissue that's holding up your bladder. It's the same thing. This is so important, you guys. The body falls apart generically. If you're dealing with a chronic degenerative disease issue, what you hear on this program is nothing less than a life-changing message. And we talk a lot about specifics, and I'm a chemistry geek, and a biochemistry geek, and some of you are as well. That's why you're listening to this program, and I enjoy the specifics. It's fascinating, really, how the body works. But if you're interested in healing and reversal, as far as reversal of degenerative diseases go, it doesn't really matter how the body breaks down, with the exception of reversal, with the exception of understanding how to reverse it. The specifics and the diagnosis don't matter. The name your doctor has blessed your disease with doesn't matter. The body breaks down the same way for all of us. Many people become attached to their illnesses and their identities. Their identities are their illnesses. Their identities begin to depend on their illness. Their identities depend on their disease. But listen, we all break down the same way. It's not personal. Once the breakdown occurs, then there's particular specifics and flavors and symptomology. It might involve the bones or the nerves or the brain or the heart or the blood vessels or whatever. But as far as healing and reversal of the disease process goes, it doesn't matter if it's osteoporosis in the bones. It doesn't matter if it's a prolapsed uterus. It doesn't matter if it's a chemical problem. It's all the same way. It breaks down the same way. It's all the same stuff. And one of the most interesting aspects of sickness, and surprising and maybe counterintuitive facets of the disease process, is the fact that we don't want our diseases to go away. We identify them. I know it doesn't sound right, but I've been doing this for many years. 32 years I've been dealing with people, thousands of people. I talked to a lady yesterday. She has an autoimmune disease, multiple autoimmune diseases. If you have an autoimmune disease, you got to work on the immune system. Clearly, it's an autoimmune disease. The bulk of your immune system is the digestive system. You can call them synonymous. Essentially, you could put an equal sign right next to it, right between autoimmune and digestive. You could put an equal sign. Autoimmune equals digestive. Now, there are some slight exceptions, very, very slight. So I tell her, do a food diary. Watch your foods. And I could hear silence on the end of the line. I know when people are contemplating whether they should be believing me or not. There's silence at the end of the line. Sure enough, there's silence at the end of the line. And then she says, oh, I did a food diary. It didn't work. What do you mean it didn't work? A food diary didn't work? how does it not work? You find out where your problem is, and then you eliminate the problem. All right, hang tight. We'll finish up when we come back. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Our number is 844-236-6010. We'll take your phone calls in our next segment and continue with more good health information on the bright side. Don't go away.
Have you ever felt like the United States government knows way too much about your financial affairs? I continue to hear stories about property seizures, frozen bank accounts, confiscation of stocks and bonds. It makes me wonder if the U.S. citizen will ever again have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Unfortunately, with the Drug and Money Laundering Act, the IRS Revenue Ruling 6045 of 1984, and the Trading with the Enemy Act and Franklin D. Roosevelt's Executive Order of 1933, some precious metal holdings are subject to government intervention. For this reason, Midas Resources has prepared a report explaining the boundaries of trading precious metals privately. Whether if you have any intention of trading with Midas Resources or not, I have instructed my representatives to give this report out free. Call for your free copy at 1-800-686-2237. When investing, always proceed with caution. Again, call 1-800-686-2237. Exercise your legal right to trade metals privately. 1-800-686-2237.
The polar vortex is here and expected to freeze over part of the U.S. Help is needed. Resources are often drained by people capable of caring for themselves, leaving those with the greatest needs to go without. Do your part by being prepared this winter. A supply of Go Foods will provide delicious nutrition, comfort, and security during hard times. Protect your community and call Go Foods at 1-800-648-9753 or on the web at www.storefoodnow.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99 and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
We are the premier independent talk radio network, the Genesis Communications Network, GCN.
Great side. Apologize for that rant. It just ticked me off when I read that this morning. Anyway, so I talked to this gal yesterday, and I tell her about a food diary. Oh, I already did a food diary. Listen. If you're doing a food diary correctly, you're going to find out what kind of foods you have a problem with. It's as simple as that. And if you have a degenerative disease problem, you have a food problem, almost by definition, period. The body breaks down generically, and it begins in the digestive system for everybody. Now, just because we don't recognize that it begins in the digestive system, or we don't recognize that we got to